To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Welcome to Mouse House.
Hey everybody,
My name's Becky,
my name's Aaron.
and we are here to guide you on a magical trip through the Walt Disney archives.
From the 1950s right up to now, we are rewatching some old favourites, catching those we have always wanted to see but haven't.
So now we invite you to relax
And pull up a chair.
as we proudly present Mouse House, a Disney movie podcast.
We hope you join us on this adventure with hopefully a few laughs, stories and discussion around some of the characters you know and love.
We are just two Peter Pans who never want to grow up and just talk Disney all day long.
So we can't wait for you to join us on this epic adventure of cinema history.
So you probably want to know a little bit about us, so we're going to go through what I'm going to call our Disney profiles. So first question for you is, how did you get into Disney?
Oh, so I got into Disney when I first saw Beauty and the Beast in the cinema as a kid. My mum took me along to watch it. And following that, we saw Peter Pan. I was obsessed with Robin Hood as a kid as well. So just like those classic movies that came out in the early 90s, they got me hooked.
Oh, nice. So I myself, I don't know when I got into Disney. I know I was never into the princesses as a kid.
No.
I was definitely into the animal movies like Fox and the Hound. I remember having those on VHSs.
Yeah.
And things like that. So the other thing to know about Aaron and I is we are married.
We are.
So we share our love of Disney. So the next question I was going to ask, we kind of need to answer together, I think, which is, how many park visits have you had to Walt Disney World and the other Disney parks around the globe? So we both had a visit to Paris as children.
Yeah.
I went the year that the second park opened, which I think was about 2002, which would have made me 11.
Yeah.
And you were 14, 15?
I can't, do you know what, this is funny, but I can't remember if it was 2004 or 2006. I want to say it was 2006, but
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So we both went to Paris as kids. And then as a teenager, I went to Disney World twice with my family. And then the third time I went, I took you along
You
in
did.
our first year of our relationship.
My first flight as
Your
well.
first flight. He's terrified of flying. So that was an adventure. That's for another podcast. So yeah, I took you along, and then we didn't go for a while
Yeah.
because that was 2008.
Yeah.
And then in 2016.
Was it? Yeah,
Was
it
it?
was.
Yeah, 2016, we went back and we actually got married while we
Yeah.
were there. And then we went back again in 2018.
Yeah.
And we have two future trips planned and booked.
Yeah.
We're going back to Disney Paris in February for your 30th birthday.
Oh, keep reminding me.
Sorry. And we're going to Disney World again at the end of next year too. So we've got two trips next year.
We have.
So
It's a good, exciting time next year.
It is. So moving on from that, who is your favourite Disney character?
I'm going to have to go with Robin Hood still. I mean, he's very close with Coco, which technically Pixar. So,
What, Miguel the character? or...
Miguel, yeah.
Doesn't say Coco's the grandma. You don't.
Yeah, Miguel was a close second, but Robin Hood, I think, still has that like really big part of my childhood.
Mine is obviously. Can you guess? Stitch.
It changes. Of course it's Stitch. Of course it's Stitch.
Mine is Stitch. I love Stitch. He's so naughty and so cute and so fluffy. So Stitch is my favourite. Next question then is, what Disney film should you have seen by now, but you haven't, and therefore are looking forward to it mostly, I guess,
Okay.
on the upcoming podcasts?
Guess from the top of my head, either Fox and Hounds
Okay.
or Lady and the Tramp. I've not seen either of those
Oh,
films.
literally the two I mentioned as my childhood.
Growing up with Lady and the Tramp, it was very much like, I don't know, it was viewed as kind of like a girly movie, I guess. But the more Disney films I'm watching...
That's weird because you're saying that the first one you went to see is Beauty and the Beast, and you're saying that Lady and the Tramp and Fox
I
and
don't
the
know what it
Hounds are
was.
girly.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit strange. It's a bit strange.
Okay. I don't know which one is mine because I have seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I think maybe Bolt I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
And Cars, although it's a boyish film.
I was going to say Cars.
I haven't seen it, so I'd like to see that. Final question before we then discuss how our podcast is going to work.
Okay.
Is what is your favourite Disney park
Oh,
because that's the point.
snap.
Actually, I would like to say is we will be incorporating Disney World into this as well.
I mean, going from things I haven't experienced yet, I'm not going to do that because obviously I would say Hollywood Studios.
Dude, of course, of course.
I'm going to have to say Epcot.
Yeah,
I love Epcot as a whole, including the World Showcase, obviously.
fair enough.
I like the grown-up themes of it, but then you've got that kind of future stuff.
I think I'm going to go different to you slightly and say Hollywood Studios because I love the rides there. I love Tower of Terror. I love Rock and Roller Coaster. And I really, really, really like Slinky Dog Dash.
Okay.
Just so great. And obviously, Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railroad is opening and Star Wars Land.
Yeah, I think my favourite land's going to change
when
very
we've
soon.
gone. But again, it's so hard to discriminate between the four because they're all just amazing. Magic Kingdom is obviously the OG, so
Yeah.
So how this podcast is going to work is hopefully weekly we'll be uploading a new episode, and what we'll do is we're just going to basically just have a little chat about the film. So hopefully you can grab a cup of tea and listen along to us giggle and make some jokes about the films that we've watched. And then at the end of each episode we will draw a name out of a hat, and that will be next week's episode. So what we've done originally, to start with I should say, is taken all the films that we want to rewatch and all the films we've always wanted to watch, put them in a hat, and we'll draw them. And so the idea is that you guys can then get involved and watch the film with us that week, ready for the next week, and send us some emails and some tweets or whatever you'd like to do, and tell us what you thought about the films, and hopefully we'll be able to read some of those out in future podcasts. So that's the idea. You can find us on all three of the major, well, you can find us on loads of places, but the three major social medias, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, we are on there as Mouse House Pod. So please come and find us. We will leave all of the information of how you can contact us in the show notes, and we would love to hear your feedback after each episode as well. Especially being a new podcast, we'd love to know your thoughts and what you thought of how we're doing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we're newbies,
yeah,
and we just want to have fun and talk Disney. We're not trying to be some ultra professional podcast. We're just having fun.
Yeah. And on top of that, you can find us on our separate ones as well, which we'll happily share as well, like our separate social media accounts, especially mine, because...
Yours, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't really do social media.
No, you don't. But with me, I also have a YouTube channel as well. So
don't shamelessly plug.
I've got to do a shameless
you
plug.
can't shamelessly plug on the intro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's appalling.
I'm sorry.
You should be. Shameless plug for his own YouTube. We'll leave all that in the show notes as well. So that is our intro to Mouse House Pod. We hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you're looking forward to listening to the first episode, which will be... Name that film.
Tangled.
I made Aaron watch Tangled. So, we will see you then. Have a magical day.